Hello and happy day. How does slowing down sound to you today? Would you like to reduce the noise for just a bit? Are you ready to make a choice and decide to listen? My name is Igor SF Walker, and I am here to remind people to slow down, to reduce the noise, to walk their lives into a natural flow. Welcome back to the Book of the Week series. Every week, as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. And today, we look at The Reconnection by Eric Pearl. According to canon, the capacity of the body to maintain its homeostatic wholeness requires the feedback processes throughout the body be connected, and that the information traveling along this feedback highway network be fluid and accurate. For example, if you connect a thermostat to a furnace so that whenever the temperature in your room goes below the level you set on the thermostat, the signal from the thermostat turns the furnace on, and vice versa. The temperature in your room will be maintained. The thermostat provides the feedback. The result is homeostasis between you and your room. What makes all this work are the proper connections within the system. If you disconnect the feedback, the temperature will not be maintained. This, in a word, is the idea of feedback connection. When things are connected, be they oxygen connected to hydrogen by chemical bonds in water, the brain connected to physiological organs by neural, hormonal, or electromagnetic mechanisms in the body, or the sun connected to Earth by gravity and electromagnetic influences in the solar system, and information and energy circulates freely, any system has the capacity to be healthy, remain whole, and evolve. Step 1. Voluntary attention. This is as simple as just experiencing your body and the energy flowing within your body in between you and your environment. Step 2. Attention creates connection. When you allow your mind, consciously or unconsciously, to experience energy and information, this process promotes connections, not only with your body, but between your body and the environment as well. Step 3. Connection fosters self-regulation. Like a team of athletes or musicians who together achieve greatness in sports or jazz, the dynamic connection among the players enables the team to organize and control itself, termed self-regulation, with the guiding assistance of coaches and conductors. Step 4. Self-regulation promotes order. What you experience is wholeness, success, or beauty, and it reflects an organizing process made possible by connections, allowing self-regulation. And step 5, the order is expressed with ease. When everything is connected properly, and the parts or the players are allowed to fulfill their respective roles, and their respective roles, the self-regulation process can occur effortlessly. The process flows. The reverse is also true. There are 5 basic steps to achieving disintegration and dis-ease: disattention, disconnection, dysregulation, disorder, and disease. The concept of a mind-body feedback loop, the theory behind Rolfing, is that it frees up your individual muscles, and in the process releases stored pain, physical and emotional. Oftentimes, as you go through these sessions, you relieve past experiences and their discomfort. This leaves you, and as a result, both your physical body and emotions are often transformed. This new existence, free from many of your older pains, allows you to move, stand, and hold yourself differently. And when you hold yourself differently, that is, when you occupy a different physical space, you occupy a different emotional space as well. String theory is a way of looking at the building blocks of matter and energy in a way that might very well clear up the dilemma that's been plaguing scientists for decades: the argument that the 2 main branches of physics cannot both be true. physics is also about extremes. At the one end of the scale, the bizarre principles of quantum mechanics that strive and predict the behavior of the very, very small atoms and their constituent parts. And at the other extreme, Einstein's two theories of relativity deal with the vastness of the universe itself, the speed of light, and the wrapping of space-time by massive bodies such as stars, galaxies, and black holes. Now the problem is, if quantum physics is true, the relativity has to be false, and the other way around. When you try to apply the rules that govern one realm to the realm that governs the other, they stop working. Quantum mechanics suggests that subatomic level, where matter and energy stop being separate entities, the universe is so chaotic and so unpredictable that it is referred to as the quantum foam. On the other hand, relativity only works in a perfectly smooth, highly predictable universe. So for decades, physicists have been seeking some way to unify these powerful two theories into a single theory of everything. And now it looks like they might have found it with string theory. According to this concept, the tiniest things in this universe are not the subatomic particles all of us have heard about, protons, neutrons, and electrons, nor even the more archaic parts nuclear physicists routinely handle, quarks, leptons, and neutrons, and so forth. It appears that the most fundamental particles in the universe aren't really particles at all. They are best described as loops of string that vibrate at a specific frequency. And these vibrational frequencies determine the identity of the string, and therefore what kind of a particle it will be a part of. A quark that's part of an atom, that's part of a molecule of matter, or a particle that will ultimately become a photon or electromagnetic energy. It all depends on the frequency of vibration. The universe isn't the four-dimensional construction we're humans are used to perceiving and living in. We function in the world of height, depth, width, and time. That's all we know, but that is not all there is, not by a long shot. The significant problems we have cannot be solved at the same level of thinking with which we created them with. Albert Einstein. I used to think that people fall into one of three groups: those who don't believe in anything beyond their basic five senses, those who are open to possibility that there might be something beyond, and those who definitely believe that there's something more. And yet suddenly I find myself in a fourth, smaller group, those who know that there's something more. Trans means across, the other side, or beyond. Trans. It also means through and change. Transcend means to pass beyond a human limit, to exist above and independent of material experiences of the universe, and to rise above or across, to surpass. And sensory means of or related to the senses. Transsensory, transcended sensory, or transcensory is the process or ability of reaching beyond our five basic senses, although our interpretations and descriptions of those experiences often rely upon familiar words describing our basic five senses. Experience itself, however, is not the same. Diagnosis is a fundamental part of allopathic world and a highly valuable tool when used appropriately. It is also an intricate field requiring for most medical and other doctors a lot of study. It is still guesswork. It is educated guesswork. Dr. Reginald Gold once explained that to truly understand the meaning of diagnosis, one may choose to break it down to its root words: die, from the Latin word meaning to, and agnos, from the Greek meaning do not know, agnostic. And there you have it, two people that do not know, you and your doctor. So why bother? We've been raised to take control and direct our lives, and once we have determined the ways in which we feel things should be done, the idea of suddenly changing our methods can be really frightening. Please help out. It's easy. Simply like this video so more people can enjoy it. Share it too and spread the word. Subscribe to my channel and stay up to date. A link to this book is in the description below, so buy it and read. Never stop learning. Thank you. Love and respect.